Bonsoir tout le monde. C'est the Super Kelly Brothers podcast, episode 256 for the 1st of July. Happy Canada Day, everyone. And my name's Sloan Kelly.
Oui, bonjour. My name's Jody Kelly.
Ça va, mon frère?
C'est les bons tirés dans le frigo bof.
In beer, s'il vous plaît. So yeah, I was in Paris. Paris. Just before the Olympics, and we left just as the elections were happening, so it was a good time to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, because they do like a riot in France, don't they? Especially in Paris.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, we weren't really in Paris. Well, no, we weren't, because we were in Disneyland, and then we went to we flew out of Charles de Gaulle. So,
aye,
it's a nice airport, actually. Quite like it.
I've only been there once. Yeah, nice airport. Yeah.
And the train station is like underneath it as well, which is even better, and you get the TGV. Ooh, got your scary light on.
It's been a while since I've been to Paris, actually. But yeah, that's.
Was it just the weekend?
You were just there, larging it up. There you go.
That's right. Yeah. Me and the Mickey.
I should have sorted that out earlier, but
the Mickey.
Fine. Aye, taking the Mickey in Paris.
Taking the Mickey. Aye. It's okay. Luckily, people who are listening to this in the audio don't know what you're doing.
I was fanning about with my light. I do apologise. But yeah, I should have done it really before.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know whether I'm like Superman or something now, but I normally I do a wee kind of like I've got a trackpad on the laptop, and I do a wee kind of like little flick, and it moves about a centimeter like when I'm scrolling up and down. For some reason, when I flick now, it goes and it goes right to the bottom. So I don't know what's changed in the days that I've been away from it.
You don't know your own strength.
Don't know my own strength either, or maybe I've forgotten how to use it. I don't know. But so this will be fun.
The power in your index finger is just
the power. The thing is, I used kind of like it's more like my middle finger, and I kind of do that kind of flip. Hey-o.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Shall we? Oh my god, I can't get that. See, this is the problem: is that it's everything's scrolling. The tea.
Yeah, let's do the tea.
And we start with Alec Baldwin. By the way, we're gonna not do the put a small thing, because I don't know if there's like, what is it? If people listening to the podcast, they're not really getting the effect. And this is a visual medium where they want to see two talking heads talk. So I'm gonna not talk about it unless there's something pictorial to see. Anyway, Alec Baldwin, bit of a snag on the old manslaughter. Well, it's not manslaughter. It's it is manslaughter. The judge has basically thrown out his appeal against involuntary manslaughter, and it is going to trial.
Oh dear, it's not looking good for Alex.
So it's not looking good for Alex. No.
Yeah. Well, the female that shot the
female.
No, sorry, not sorry. The female that was in charge of the guns.
Oh yeah,
on the set.
That's Hannah Gutierrez Reed.
Aye, so she's been put down in the prison.
In the pokey.
She's been prisonified.
18 months she got.
18 months.
Yeah, right. Probably time served. Probably out in a year, maybe. Good behaviour.
Yeah.
But she's gone down for something.
So I'd imagine Alex will get something similar, because it was under his watch. So I don't know why it's taking this long, to be honest with you.
I think it's like a captain on a ship. The producer is the person in charge of making the film. They're the ones that are in charge of budgets and things. And if you're cheaping out on stuff and accidents happen, you're responsible, surely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're taking shortcuts with safety and things on the set, then that's on you. That's, you know.
Did they ever find out how it happened, though? You know.
No, and so the defense tried to get out of it because, and you're going to love this, the FBI took a mallet to the gun.
Why?
And destroyed the gun.
Why?
Because they were wanting to see if an accidental discharge happened.
Right.
So they wanted to simulate dropping it on the ground. And the way they did it was Swedish chef style, by going,
Dush-be-doo.
And they broke the gun. And so now they're saying, the defense is they're arguing that they can't take it to their analysts, who would dispute those claims, because the gun's basically in bits now, because the Swedish chef got hit it, which is true, because I mean that's quite a big major piece of evidence. There is the gun that fired the bullet.
The weapon.
So you kind of want to. So no weapon, no cry is the one they were going with. So
did you remember the old Tales of the Unexpected, the Roald Dahl short stories? And it was the one where the wife murdered the husband with the lamb, frozen leg of lamb, and then she cooked it for the police officers. And they're like, if only we could find the murder weapon, it could be right under our noses. This is lovely lamb.
It's exactly the same as that. Yes,
could be twist, but not exactly the same as that. But you know,
if only he hadn't used a frozen leg of lamb. That was the wind kicking up. Good grief! Stormy weather.
Storm's coming, honey.
Storm's coming, honey. Let's get inside. Do you remember the name of the character?
Mrs.
It's the name of a well-known piece of software. It's Jira.
Is it? Is that her name?
Jira. Yeah.
You're saying a well-known piece of software. Never heard of it.
Well, you never heard of Jira? All right. Okay.
No. What does it do?
It's like a project management tool that we use for software.
All right. No.
I use it for all kinds of other things as well, but it's mostly software developers that use it.
No.
And me being a software developer, I use it. Sony is reportedly gradually stopping production of Blu-ray discs. So this is it, folks. We're in the end times now.
End games for physical media.
Yeah. So save all your Blu-rays, which, by the way, I think are relatively, compared to other things, cheap right now, because it's £10 Mazda today, and it's £10 for a Blu-ray and $15 for a HD 4K Blu-ray. Get the Blu-ray.
Is it?
Yeah.
The 4K. I think Andor came out in 4K Blu-ray Steelbook this week.
Probably a bit more expensive, that one.
I think it's about £50 for that.
Yeah.
I
mean, there are other places that make Blu-rays. It's not. I mean, there's Blu-ray and print houses all over the place, but Sony not making them is big, because they're the ones that invented Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So that's quite a huge thing. Is that if they're basically going to sort of phase out the discs, then that's it. It's game over, man.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I feel kind of sad about this, because like, it doesn't matter how high def your 4K stream is, you don't own the media, and you don't have it. And if they decide to take it off the service, whatever service it is, you don't have access to it anymore. And if you want to watch your favorite movies or whatever, you can't. And I'll give a prime example of it is Phoenix Nights. I want to watch Phoenix Nights. I can't. I was thinking about it the other day there, and I thought about it like 6 months ago and 6 months before that. I think it was like, God, it'd be nice to just watch the episode of Phoenix Nights, because we were laughing and joking about the one where we were stuck in the chairlift.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, God, that would be good to see that episode again. You can't see it, and it's a shame.
The one with the bouncy castle that's meant to be a snake.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not.
What bloody hell's that? Oh, so good.
I've got them in DVD. I'll give you a loan of them.
Oh, have you? All right, okay,
I've also
great.
got the first season of Psychoville. Remember you're talking about that?
Oh yeah.
I've got that as well. You can take them away with you next week when you come down.
Nice, thank you. But no one's got a DVD player up here, so I
Oh,
would watch it all.
well then.
Because physical media is dead. I mean, what are your thoughts on physical media dying?
Well, that means games as well. Or, obviously Sony aren't going to
Very
make
much so, yeah.
physical games either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back into physical media, so it's a bad time for me. But
yeah,
God, you can go to CEX and places like that, and you can buy DVDs for £2. Yeah, sorry,
Blu-rays
for
as
like
well.
£2.
Yeah,
And I agree with you.
I'll be heading there and stocking up on them.
Well,
That's
I
what I'll be
agree with
doing.
you because it's like, I don't understand this mentality. How you're just saying there about if if any of these companies, streaming companies, go down, and you can't watch the movies. So why are they making this decision? Why can't you get the choice? Is it yet another stupid financial decision? An accountant saying, "Oh, we'll save ourselves loads of money if we stop making these. Nobody's really buying them."
Yeah.
But it's like anything else. When vinyl and stuff went out, they were out for maybe a decade, and then they're kind of back in
Come
again.
back,
People are still buying them. So
they're also. It's weird as well because you mentioned vinyl, but the when they came back, everybody was all in the 80. This is 80-gram vinyl, or this is 100 gram. Like, I don't know what that means.
No.
When I was a kid collecting records of Sisters of Mercy with 12 inches or something like that, of which I have a lot. I didn't care what they were made on. I just thought they were vinyl discs.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the
music.
The way that the songs are listed on a vinyl record are different to, for example, to a CD. The Peter Gabriel's So album, certain songs are bassier than others, so they lended themselves better to be. I can't remember whether it was the kind of inward
the front of it,
spiral
or
the kind of the first few songs, probably the first few songs, because you got Red Rain and stuff. So the CD, the lineup of the songs, the track listing of the songs are different on the CD than they are on the vinyl. That's the reason why. Because it didn't matter with CD,
No, exactly. You could put whatever you want to because it's digital. But the other one is side lengths as well. That can also differ as well. So it could be the fact that the first 5 tracks are actually longer and wouldn't fit on a record. So they'd maybe swap the 6th track from there and put it on there, and then that would even it out.
Do you remember the double scratches as well? Remember, there's a Kate Bush record, and
yes,
and if you just put the needle in the record as you would, and it will play this song. But if you get it just right, there's a song in between a song.
Yes, there's the other one is
people thought they were going crazy, didn't they? Because they were like, wait a minute.
They used to do run out tracks as well. Used to do run out tracks, which is a pain in the backside if you've got like an auto reset record player, because you could never get it. But if you didn't have an auto reset and it did the run out track, it might play like the Joker's laugh or something as an infinite loop.
Yeah,
because that's the run out track. So there was all these kind of clever things that they used to do with vinyl. But the thing the thing about physical media for me though is if you've got a Blu-ray, then you're getting the premium quality. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's the best 4K streaming service in the world. There's still digital artifacts in it. There isn't in Blu-ray. Because it's a piece of it's a piece of hardware that's on the chip there that's right beside the spinning disc, and so it can stream it as fast as it can possibly get it, and it can't do that with a streaming service.
People have done side by side comparisons of Andor. The new Steelbook version and the Disney Plus version, and it's night and day. And
it is.
I mean that. In the sense that nighttime scenes are
nighttime scenes won't have that. When you have a static dark scene on a streaming service and it does that kind of like things move in the background and it's solid black and it's solid black, but it just does that kind of like little kind of twitchy thing. They can't get it. It's impossible to get on a streaming service because it's the way that they encode it and everything. So yeah, I will be heading down to my local CEX.
Telling you, man, it's the thing to do.
Unfortunately, enjoying the others' misery. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of CEX. But
well, I know what you're getting at.
You know what I mean?
Is it because you're a bit of a snob?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's just that it feels like a pawn shop, and like pawn shops are like the sort of how much are you gonna give me from a bike kind of thing. It's like, man, it's like it's either he sells his bike or he pays his gas. Like it's just I don't know. I think it's a bit.
I don't know. I think it's not that. It's it really is literally people that are buying games,
just try to get rid of stuff,
beating them, and then
just get a wee bit of cash back.
Yeah, and it's also you can you've got a card that you can build up points on, and you can so you can like build up your physical media collection. Or I've got one here, but so it's a good way of doing that, I think, for people. But some of the prices in there are a bit nuts. There's some collectors things and a bit crazy, but it's a good shop. It's a good shop. It's the only one that's on the go, really, now. Game's on its way out. So it is. I mean, Game are a glorified toy shop now, really. Sorry, am I?
Yeah. I agree with. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking. Sorry, that was terrible radio.
I could hear
just thinking. Yeah. Did you hear the ticking noise?
Cogs.
Cogs. It's not actually that sophisticated. It's just a little tiny hamster.
Yeah. No, I was just saying there that Game is just a glorified toy shop, but it's heading on. They've stopped the rewards card. The rewards that you used to get points every time you bought something. They're stopping that now, so everybody's got to cash in their points.
The local Game here closed and is now part of Sports Direct. There's a little section at the back of. Oh, they all are. Right, okay.
Aye.
So that's happened everywhere then.
Yeah.
So Sports Direct, tiny compared to.
Sports Direct must have a wee chip in there or something. I don't know.
I think they have their own, but it's owned by the same company. Game Sports Direct. I think GD Sport as well. Not sure.
Not sure about that one. I think they're different.
Yeah. So here's one. Hugh Jackman's arms.
Yeah.
So this is the Corridor crew, the well-known CGI guys.
Yep. It's probably worth showing this. Yeah, this is the lies. They're lying to us, everybody, about Hugh Jackman's pumped up arms.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an actual picture of this. So
I don't know if this is just. I don't know if this is. They're saying that his arms in the whole movie are like this, or CGI.
So this is him at the gym, pumping weights.
Making his suit the most likely target of the CGI enhancement.
So his arms are fairly normal there.
We'll have to wait for the movie to hit theaters to see what kind of enhancements were done to his iconic yellow suit. We'll be on top of the updates.
I mean, there's a wee bit kind of movement there.
The thing is, this movie was made during the actors' strike, remember? So he had to keep in shape.
Writer's strike and actors' strike.
Sorry,
we'll be on
for
top
both.
Of the updates on.
So he had to keep in shape for quite a long time. That must have been an absolute bummer. Because I'm sure he's not in that kind of shape all the time,
No.
So
when he's on the farm in Australia and he's shearing sheep or whatever it is, he does in farms.
Takes a lot of muscle to milk those cows.
Does
rapid milking. Giving it life.
Sets the others on fire.
Show me your milking cow action again.
No, I don't want to. Fighting off two ninjas.
Aye, something like that. Yeah, so it must have taken him a wee bit to keep in that shape. So maybe they've had to do a wee bit of enhancement to
Pump
but
them
it's
up.
a bit. I've never known that before to use CGI in that way.
Yeah.
Enhance physical attributes of your body.
I mean, is it any different to wearing, like, was it Brandon Routh that had to wear the padded suit for Superman? Wasn't somebody to wear a padded suit for Superman?
Well, look at Homelander's padded suit. That's horrendous.
Homelander's
padded. It's always been padded.
Yeah.
It always looks it looks padded.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All their suits look weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
in fact, Superman's suit in the new
Corn Sweats one.
Yeah, we've seen loads of pictures of Superman. This should have been a topic actually, but it's looking a bit.
It's baggy. On our Facebook page. If you want to see the thing, it's on our Facebook page.
But it's quite baggy looking, isn't it? Compared to previous.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, Chris Reeves. I mean, he they thought they were going to have to they had to rip the padding out of his suit because he turned up and he was jacked.
I bet it wasn't to begin with, was he?
Yeah, that's the thing, is because he'd just come off of some play. He was playing like a prisoner or something that had been in like whatever the thing it was, but he was like built like this pen. This is a pen. This is the plume de matonde. And it's all coming back. And so they had to rip the thing out there, and that was skin tight. That suit he had.
Steady.
I don't think the same thing could be said for Nicolas Cage's Superman suit, though. I think that was
he was completely CGI, though.
Well, no, in the Flash, which he was not happy about. But in the actual Tim Burton suit was
costume fitting,
padded.
Costume fittings, yeah. Because we did see that in the Superman Lives. There was a full documentary. I don't know if you ever saw that, but it was pretty good.
I didn't know. No.
His suit looks a bit baggy. I wonder if they'll do any CGI enhancements or anything to that. I don't know. Or that's just the way they want it. I don't know.
Paint out the crinkles, but I think that's. Maybe. I mean, I know it's tedious work for an effects artist, but that's kind of where. That's where the bread and butter, as far as I'm concerned, is should be in CGI. The CGI should not be noticeable. It shouldn't be, the end of level boss battle thing a la Aquaman. It shouldn't be like that. It should be, wow, CGI.
I'll need to watch that Corridor Crew episode because I don't know how they spotted that. They're pretty good at spotting things like that, aren't they?
They're really good at spotting stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I would never have known that. I wouldn't even have crossed my mind that they were fake arms. I think it's a creasing
farms.
What did I say?
Fake arms. But portmanteau of it is farms.
Oh, right, farms. I think it's some to do with the creasing and the clothing, and it is his arm.
Okay. Right, it kind of bulges the wrong way or something, maybe because
or just something. I'm not clear, unclear. But I suppose that the closest thing, the boys have done physical things with stretchy arms and things, haven't they? That's probably the only thing.
The one Splitter as well. But a lot of that CGI was not the best.
What one?
But it was okay. Splinter, the character's name. The guy that was helping the right wing women.
And the boys.
In the boys, yeah.
Aye.
Called Splinter. Some of the CGI. That was the splitting of the CGI was actually pretty good, but the actual one where they catch them in the
this is in the second season, you mean?
Is a bit no.
Because there's a guy that does that in this. Sorry, not the latest season.
The latest season,
there's a guy that splits. And...
Aye,
him.
I thought the CGI for that was good, but there was a CGI bit where they catch them, and I was like, "Ooh, that's."
Oh my god! I just remembered the bit you're talking about. Oh, this isn't what it looks like,
isn't it?
Oh god!
Oh dear!
Oh my god, what's going on here? That was horrific. Frankly,
it's good, wasn't
it? Yeah. In a very horrible way.
Yeah.
Just when you think they can't get nastier, you know, they go for it.
Yeah. Everyone's Seamus Fark. Oh my God.
Pardon?
Everyone's famous shark.
Seamus Fark.
Back. Seamus Fark, Irish detective. Only on
Fark.
Channel 4.
Irish shark.
Right. Jaws 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Is back.
I feel like shark movies are back. Did you not watch the Sharks Under Paris movie before you went?
No, I didn't know. Anna watched it. She said it was very good. I said it was a rip-off of Sharknado, and we'll leave it at that.
There you go. Here we go, Andrew. This TV stuff is rubbish. Bring back the Victor Book for Boys annual.
Okay.
Hi, Andrew.
Commando magazine. Remember Commando magazine? It used to be. It was like that size or something like that.
Yeah.
That thick, and it was like, come on, chaps.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
I don't know if that's still the case, actually.
It probably is. So Jaws, the legendary movie directed by some Steven Spielberg guy, I don't know what I had of, based on the 1974 novel, is heading to Peacock today. So if you're on Peacock, then you're in for a treat, because all 4 movies will be on Peacock. Does anyone have Peacock? No, that's the problem. And there we have it. So that's another thing as well, is that, and I was saying this to David, my son David, about the NFL, is that in order to watch all the NFL games, you now have to have pretty much all the streaming services, because some are on Prime, some are on Netflix. Netflix has an NFL game, which I think we talked about on the podcast. They've got an NFL game over Christmas, or it's on ESPN, or it's on some other channel. You've got to have like 5 streaming services to watch NFL.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for like your favorite movies. It's like, you want to watch Jaws, better get to, like, you can't get the physical media, you got to go over here.
Is Peacock a free one?
No, it's not. It's well, it's free with adverts, but there's also like a paid tier of Peacock, but it's only available in the States as well. So I don't know where you can get Jaws.
No, you can get Peacock here. Pretty sure.
Oh, can you? In the UK?
Yeah.
Can you get it in Canada?
Well, maybe not. Is that NBC?
No, it's the NBC.
Service.
Yeah, NBC Universal.
Maybe not then. Maybe not. Staying on topic with Andrew, you can still buy Commando and WH Smith monthly. There you go. You heard it here first.
You go.
You heard it here first, folks.
The next question is, what is WH Smith?
Yeah. God, they're getting rid of Blu-rays, but they're still pumping out the Commando comics. Unbelievable.
They're still pumping out newspapers.
Who buys newspapers?
Actually, is Commando DC Thompson?
I think it is. Yeah.
That's why then.
But who's buying that in this day and age?
People would buy the Sunday Times.
Anyway,
let's Willie and the Bruins.
You're putting us off again, Andrew. Talking about sharks here.
This is Shark Week and Super Kelly Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so did you say all 4 Jaws movies? All right, okay. So
yeah, all 4. So the first 2
Michael Caine one, wasn't it?
They get slightly worse as you go along, don't they?
Jaws the Revenge. So the first one was my
great.
favourite title.
There was Jaws. That was 4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a shark's going to take revenge on MD.
Michael Caine's in that one. He's the one. He's the one that famously said. They said, "Have you seen the movie?" And he says, "No, but I've seen the house that helped pay for the movie."
Yeah,
the movie helped pay for.
But that's the one where the shark decides to follow them on holiday to another resort.
Yeah,
and because a shark would do that. A personal vendetta.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jaws 3 is basically a sort of they're just cashing in on the 3D. Because remember, I think it was Superman 4, Quest for Peace. That was 3D as well.
Quest for Piss. Yep.
Aye. Did we not see that as a double bill in Blackpool along with that terrible Molly Ringwald's Peter Strauss movie?
Molly Ringwald, Peter
like
Strauss.
Star Road or something. What the hell was it called? Peter Strauss. Space Hunter. That's the one. It's Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
Oh, Space Hunter.
Remember
We went
this?
to see that. We went to see that in the cinema.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is we not see that in Blackpool.
I think we did. Yeah.
But that was in 3D. Let's just a wee clip there from
That's Space Hunter. A wee clip of what?
Just a wee clip of Peter Strauss and Molly Ringwald. There you go. Molly Ringwald and Peter Strauss as the eponymous Space Hunter. Actually, is that Peter Strauss?
No, it's not.
I'm looking at him. I don't think it is. No.
I couldn't have told you it was Molly Ringwald, but I see it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, how the hell did we get to
It's
that?
Peter Strauss.
Is Peter Strauss in Jaws?
No.
What the hell?
No, but it was Jaws 3D. Jaws. Okay, I'll tell you how. Right, here's the leap of logic that I did to get there. Jaws 3D was cashing in on the 3D fad of the early 80s.
Yeah.
And we went to see Space Hunter in 3D.
Right. Okay.
And that's how we got there. But I think we saw it as a double bill with Superman 4: Quest for Peace. I think. But we were definitely in Blackpool when we saw it.
And Supergran was out then as well.
Supergran was... We just finished watching Supergran on telly because it was raining because we were in Blackpool.
Just to bring it full circle.
Sitting and watching it. Time Tease television, for those of you with a black and white TV set.
Yeah.
Anyway, all that to say, Jaws is coming out on Peacock because the Universal owns Jaws. Bring back the Jaws ride, Universal.
Yeah, what's that? What's in place of that now?
Harry Potter.
Is it
the entire world of Harry Potter is where the Jaws ride is.
Is that Jaws? I managed to go in the Jaws ride. That was good.
If you go into a little hack for you, if you go, not hack, but a wee kind of thing. If you ever find yourself in Universal Studios Florida and go to Diagon Alley, there's the sort of dark alley. I can't remember what the dark alleyway's called. But you go in there and there's 3 shrunken heads and they sing songs. And one of the songs they sing is "Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed." And that is a little nod to the ride that used to be on that particular spot that they're on.
Well, the film, because that's what
the film Jaws.
Richard Dreyfuss.
That's what they sing when they're in they're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
I think it's just before he does
they're getting drunk.
1,500 men went in, 300 came out.
Yeah, all the scars. Robert, what do you call him? Robert
Shaw.
Shaw.
Quinn.
Andrew's on form here, by the way. We're just talking about they're making a new version of the Running Man. Let's just finish the book. They are going closer to the book, and it's
actually the Running Man's.
It's directed by Edgar Wright. He's directing it. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and it's going to be closer. to the
it'll
book.
be great then. It'll be great then. The book is because Andrew, you've just finished the book, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Richard Bachman that wrote it, but Steven King that wrote it, but I think he did it. It's terrible.
That's epic. I'm going to start drinking again, honestly.
I know.
Let's get on.
Right, let me start that again. Stephen King wrote The Running Man, but I think he did it using his pen name, Richard Bachman. I think.
His alter ego
but I read.
Name,
but there was one where it was like 4 or 5 stories. There was a book about that thick.
It was a short story.
I was dead into Stephen King at the time, and I found out he had this nom de plume. I'm getting all the French tonight. Where was that when I was on holiday? And I was going like, is this where I get the breakfast from? Petit déjeuner. And it was about that thick, and it was great, and there was some great stories in there, and one of them obviously was The Running Man, and it is much better book than it is a movie. As much as I love the movie with Arnie.
Does that book have Stand By Me on it as well?
No, it doesn't.
He did a few short story books, didn't he?
I think he did. I think Stand By Me is The Body, and that was Stephen King.
So it is.
But his Richard Bachman stuff was much more science fiction-y.
Right. Okay.
So there's another one he does. There's a short story in that one. It is one of the Bachman books. There you go. Stephen King. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Not Steven Spielberg. Also, wrong Steven because he's also PH instead of V.
Yeah.
Going next
does talking about.
Oh, great!
Florida.
Nice.
So.
Yes, you're gonna love it. Honestly, as much as I love like the Disney World parks and all that kind of stuff, the theming for the Wizarding World in Universal Studios Florida, the one with the big arches on it, is just second to none. It's amazing. And I'm not a big fan of the Harry Potter stuff, but I really love the theming in there. You get the Fortescue's thing, and you get the sweetie shop and all that kind of stuff, and the magic and everything. It's fantastic. You're gonna love it. It's amazing. And also go on the Men in Black ride and ask if you can get down onto the here's another super secret hack hint, is when you get to the end of the queue for the Men in Black ride, ask someone along the way if you can get down onto the immigration floor, and sometimes if it's not busy they'll let you, and you can wander down, because there's a bit where you walk and you see like the Screwdrip and Bob. That bit you can actually get down there and get your picture taken beside them,
as in the aliens from the film.
As in the aliens, yeah. And you can get them walking around the floor, and you can see there's all these little like Easter eggs and stuff on the like notice boards and things. So do that. There you go.
It's exciting.
Aye. Anyway, next story. This is Nintendo. They had
Nintendo
Direct. So you want to walk through this one, because I don't know what this. So Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Yeah, the big takeaway is finally they announced the new Metroid game.
Okay.
Which they announced about 7 years ago. That is finally coming out this year or next year. And it looks just like the remastered one that they did last year of Metroid.
I think I can show this. Well, I think I can show this, but it will also probably give us a copyright strike. So we'll see how it goes.
I don't know. I popped that into my mouth there.
I don't know either. So this is it. This is it here.
Yeah.
No, let me just flash forward a wee bit. So this is the GameCube version?
They did the remaster of the GameCube. The GameCube game that came out, they remastered that. And now this is this is completely brand new game.
Is this Retro Studios that did this?
I think it started with them, but I think they get booted off the project.
All right.
I think. Could be wrong though. But this does look pretty good. But the remastered one looked just as good. I thought. I never played it, but it looked brilliant. So yeah, we're getting it. So it's the end of the road for
the Switch.
The Switch. We're going to get announcement in this start of next year, I think.
That's quite long for
7 years.
Console,
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah. Maybe it's not actually. Yeah, that's about right. It's had one revision.
Game looks good. Mention that when it comes out.
It does. Yeah. It does look good. Yeah, let me try it out as well. I only ever got as far as like the Metroid on the SNES, on the NES emulator on the Switch. It's the only time I ever played Metroid games. Oh, this is actually quite good.
We'll need to do another Versus. There's a Star Wars game. It's a bit like Fortnite. We can play each other, chase each other around, and shoot each other.
All right.
It's free. It's free to download. I've downloaded it.
Oh, is it the Ubisoft one?
No,
Hunters?
that's Outlaw. That's Outlaw. Aye, Hunters. Aye.
Is it Hunters? Aye.
Aye.
Is it?
The Ubisoft one's called Outlaw, though. The one you're
right. Okay. Right.
Aye.
But the one you're talking about is Hunters.
Yeah. Aye. Need to play
Okay.
that.
Cool.
Free download.
Nice. You wanna do trailers?
Oh, wait a wee second. We're still in the Switch here. Was there not an
No,
accidental
no.
press release? No. What happened was the president of Nintendo said there's going to be no announcement this year about the Switch.
Which
No, it's
pretty
definitely
much
not.
confirms then that there's going to be a new Nintendo next year then.
The new Switch
Because
is
they don't want
due
to
in
hurt
September.
sales.
No, I don't think so. I think they've just shut the story down basically.
Mm.
But they will be announcing it either later on this year or early in the next year.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think it hurts sales as much as people think. I mean, it's like, okay, see, there's a new console coming out, but you've already got the Switch in your hands just now.
Yeah.
Surely you'd be buying games for it anyway, because it's not like the new Switch comes out and this one disintegrates and you can't play the games on it. You still have that physical machine.
Yeah. Makes it even better because then the games become cheaper. Well, Nintendo don't really do that, do they? They don't really drop the prices
they don't
too
really
much.
drop the price. But as the console matures, so do the developers, and they can get more out of it as the machine ages. So the games at the start are usually crap compared to the games at the end of the life cycle of the console, because everybody's got like eking, the last, frames per second out of it, or they can do weird networky things.
Usually that is the case, but I actually think that they peaked too soon with Odyssey and Zelda. Those two games, I don't think anything rivaled those two after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really. I mean, this Metroid 4
and Splatoon. You're forgetting Splatoon.
Splatoon didn't even touch the sides. I mean, it was like,
I don't know if are you sure? I mean, Splatoon's quite a popular game.
Yeah, but in terms of what the machine could do, Splatoon's just a kind of chase around shooting game. Zelda was like a full world, It's like,
because there's other stuff that they do, and it feels like it's more of a tech demo than a game. Like the one where it was the scissors one. You had to cut things out, snipper clips.
I liked that. But yeah, I know what you mean.
And then the other one where it was like putting ice in a glass.
They were just silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were daft games.
Yeah.
What was the one you milked a cow? Back to milking cows.
I know.
You milked a cow and you could feel its milk squirting out. Oh, disgusting. I don't know.
Oh dear.
I don't want to milk a cow.
Did you get that one from Andy there? Nothing else compared to the OG game Game Boy. No, it won't. I was. How old was I when the Game Boy came out? I was like 20 or something when the Game Boy came out. In fact, no, it wasn't. I was like 18 or something like that. And I was going to college, and I would take the Game Boy on the train, and I'd be sitting in the corner playing it like this, so that no one saw me playing a stupid wee handheld game. But everybody does it now. They're all playing Wordle or something on their phones.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing games now on public transport. But I played the heck. I got the shuttle to take off level 5 or whatever it was on Tetris. I was never so proud of myself than in that moment.
It's also the shortest Super Mario game ever as well.
Super Mario 6 Golden Coins, which was the sequel to it, was so much better. It was a great game. I played the heck out of that as well.
Yeah.
There's some cracking games on the Game Boy. Actually, do you know what? Simpsons Treehouse was really good as well. The first, I don't know if they did more, but the first one was good. I thought the graphics were really good on it. And also Dragon's Lair.
I remember Dragon's Lair on it.
So Dragon's Lair. Well, no, I loved it because it was basically it was Roller Coaster by Elite Systems on the Spectrum. It was the exact same thing except they redid the graphics.
Yeah.
That was all it was. But I loved the roller coaster, and I loved like that game.
Yeah.
It's a collect 'em up. I love collect 'em up type things. So I even released one. Should we talk about movies?
What we're watching?
No.
Oh, trailers.
Trailers. Yeah. So first one is NOSFERATU.
Oh yes.
It's a bit dark, this one. This is from the same guy what gave us The Lighthouse.
Yep.
And that other thing that I can't remember.
The Witch.
What was the other one? The Witch. Yes. The Witch. Yeah. With Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yep.
And his go-to guy, it seems, Willem Dafoe, who's also in this as well.
Yeah, I know.
So this is his one of his all-time favorite movies and his inspiration, along with the making of documentary for the Building an Empire or something. Is that what it's called? With George Lucas and like this whole. So yeah, this is
NOSFERATU. Aye. Which has been made to death, but no pun intended. But it's, I trust in this director, Robert.
Robert is Eggers.
Eggers. Yeah.
Robert really Eggers, which seems a bit English schoolboy.
Yeah, does. He is English.
Come along, Eggers.
He is English.
He's American.
Is he American?
He's American. Yeah.
Oh, is he? All right. Okay.
But
he's
American. This looks good. He's American.
It does look good. Very atmospheric.
Yeah.
And did you watch The Lighthouse? Yeah. That was one crazy film.
No, I haven't. No, it's what's his face is in it? Robert Pattinson as well.
Yeah. That's a crazy film, and The Witch was terrific. I loved it. The Witch was great. Yeah, looking forward to that very much.
I'm just gonna close some windows here because I'm getting high.
Did you get that one that I sent you?
I did. I'm just about to play it.
This looks a bit like a fan film. This, I thought when I first saw it.
Aye, so this is the Crooked Man trailer.
So this is basically the Hellboy new movie. I never even knew there was a movie coming out. They've recast Hellboy again. But this looks a bit more stripped down, a bit more horror as well, and it looks quite interesting. I think actually.
So is Ron Perlman? Oh no, you just said it's recast.
No, it's totally recast, but it does look a little bit cheap as well. I have to say, well, a little bit in some bits. And I'm kind of surprised that we're getting another Hellboy film.
So I mean, it's from the creator of Hellboy, so I mean, can't really complain. Well, he never got the the ambience right.
Yeah. Well, I can't complain about that now. Then, if it's him that's doing it, straight from the horse's mouth.
Is his big gun?
Is his big gun? Yeah. It's definitely more horror than fantasy in this.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Like, I think they kind of played it for laughs in the Guillermo del Toro ones.
Yeah, they were good, those films, though. I liked them. Yeah.
Yeah,
but the tone's definitely different in this one, this new one.
Yeah. And then this one here, which isn't really it's not really it's more of an advert than anything else. But I thought we'd just look at it anyway. Which is this one here, which James Baker, he sent this to us. So this little cat's called Leia, and he is Mandalorian. And he's got his iPhone. He puts his iPhone in his holster. He's obviously going for a convention somewhere, and he's meeting all his pals. So I'll just fast forward a wee bit. So the guy with BB-8. This does look like Comic-Con. I think it's quite an interesting take. You can find your mates in this crowd.
It's quite something seeing so many people dressed up like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Also, see that there? That's almost the same as the tracking thing that the Mandalorian has as well.
Yeah.
The tracking chip things, the fob.
It's funny because you see all sorts of shapes and sizes dressed up like a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Especially in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Not that I can say anything about myself, but yeah, pretty good.
Good.
Pretty
They're
good.
all coming up the stairs there. Yeah.
Epic.
Awesome. So yeah.
What was that you were saying about keeping this to an hour?
I'm just about to.
Let's get on. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Back from holiday, still in the vacation mode.
Exactly. I think some jet lag there from your hour-long flight. Hour and a half. Was it an hour and a half or something?
Hour 25 back. So
we're watching Breaking Bad
delayed
again.
40 minutes.
Yeah, we're watching Breaking Bad again. Just as good as it was the first time round. I'm sure loads of folk have probably watched it again.
I've never seen it the first time.
Oh, for goodness sake. So disappointing.
Somebody told me there was dragons in it, and that was it. I was out.
Dragons. God, what was that movie? Oh, I know what it was. It was our movie was Beast, I think it's called, with Idris Elba in it. It's like him and his family, his two daughters, go on a safari and get attacked by this big lion that's not happy chap. And it is crap. I did not enjoy it. It ticks all the boxes, I think this is going to be good. It's like, I think it's kind of build like Jaws, but on land,
What
like,
if it was taken with lions?
Aye, yeah. No, not taken. Jaws.
He's on the phone with the lion. I have a unique set of skills, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's, I don't know, it's just lacking in tension and I tell you what though, the lines are all CGI, and they're better lines than the Lion King. They're pretty good lines.
Are they as good as Life of Pi? I know it's a tiger, but
is it as good as in the CGI?
Yes,
I'd say the CGI is better. Maybe there's a moment in it where it gets mauled by a lion, and it is very realistic. It's like The Revenant. You've probably not seen that either.
I'm not seeing that.
It's when he gets mauled by the bear. Very realistic.
Is Adam Sandler in that one?
Adam Sandler's not in The Revenant, no.
Oh,
he might be playing the bear. He could be playing the bear. You never know.
He's in a motion capture suit.
Andrew's saying he's been mostly watching the Euros. I have to be fair as well. I've been watching a lot of football for what it's worth. Watching England. England are going to get absolutely pumped, and when they meet somebody half decent, they're going to get pumped.
Well, it won't be Sweden. It won't be Switzerland because their defence is full of holes.
Oi! I'm sure I've been waiting all
Euros just to make that joke.
I'm trying to think of. I'm sure there's a movie that I've watched as well. Another movie. It'll come to me. Can't remember.
Did you watch The Acolyte?
Oh, The Acolyte. We watched that. Number 5.
Episode 5.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of views in the last episode there.
We got a lot of views in the last episode, and we got a lot of comments in the last episode.
Yeah.
The 5th episode was amazing.
I know. I thought it was stunning. And I maybe see people that are hating on it. Is it because of the way? Is it the acting or the way that it's directed, or is it just the wokeness, or I don't know. But to me,
all the above.
Yeah, to me, the Sith guy is a bit of a surfer dude, but I still believe him. That he's a Sith and he's a bad guy. So I don't know.
So the bit where he's standing in the forest and he's got his kind of legs slightly twisted behind him like that. Like he's got his shoulder, but for those of you that listening at home, his shoulder slightly twisted back, and he's standing at like a kind of 3/4 stance towards Saul, and he's got the Japanese fighting robe on. He's got this kind of the shirtless thing. I think he looks really badass. I thought it was a good look, and he's like he's not CGI muscles.
Not CGI muscles, yeah.
I thought that was a great look. That looked like somebody who was like, doing the whole working hard now type stuff, and then he's going to go and fight the Jedi.
He could milk a cow quickly. That's for sure.
I liked it because the whole thing about the story is that the Jedi aren't as good as people think they are, and I think maybe this is why people are not liking it, is because we love the Jedi. The Jedi are great. That's the old Jedi. Forget the Luke Skywalker style Jedi.
Exactly. I know that's a different thing.
That's the whole thing. But the old school Jedi were basically going around stealing kids and killing off cultures. I'll put it like that so we don't get flagged. But that's what the Jedi were doing, because they were stealing the young, and you weren't allowed to talk to your mom and dad ever again.
Yeah.
It's a pretty, when you look at it from that perspective, and by the way, you can only go to this school, it's pretty bad what they were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's what I love about this show, is the fact that they're just plucking on they're touching the third rail, shall we say?
But then since when did that? But it's not. But it isn't changing things that have gone before.
No,
do you know what I mean?
It isn't. It isn't. But it's just from a certain point of view. And I like that, and I like the fact that the Sith are saying that, or the guy that's the Sith, he's saying, what makes you good and what makes us bad. Like, that's his point of view. And
it's not.
And the Jedi are like, well, we're righteous. And it's like, well, what makes you righteous? Stealing kids?
Yeah, but it's not stepping in anybody. It's not stepping in anybody's toes.
No.
Things that happened in the past, and then they've learnt from their mistakes or whatever. Or well, not really, because Qui-Gon did it as well. But anyway,
no character's safe, which is another thing I like in a short run show as well. Is no character safe. It's like you're not afraid to just, that's it. You're gone. You're no longer part of this story.
I mean, you could tell a lot.
To be honest, they did that with Trinity. I mean, Trinity dies within the first 2 minutes of the show, and she was heavily like, Carrie-Anne Moss is in Star Wars.
I mean, I didn't quite see the point in that, but she's bound to come back into it at some point, because
but you want to do the cameo. It's like the Sawyer guy at the start of the Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, but they're bound to get back to, because you're sort of at a certain point of view, they'll go back to what actually happened. The witches and stuff.
The witches,
how it actually went down.
I will admit, I think the chant is a bit lame. The power of the one, the power of two, the power of many. It's like, really? I mean, what's the things? Power of 4, power of 5, power of 7. That was a bit lame. But I mean, when has Star Wars not been a wee bit lame? That would lead them home. Yeah, that was the best take, was it?
Yeah. Well, we'll just need to see how this pans out, but so far I'm enjoying it. Great battle scene, fight scene as well in the forest and stuff.
Yeah, so. I think the last episode, the episode before that, was directed by the guy that did Pachinko on Apple TV.
Right.
So if y'all are watching Pachinko, he's one of the directors. Anyway, I didn't watch The Boys this week, so don't talk about it.
No, I watched Game of House of Dragon, but as well, it's plodding along nicely. It's not. It's a good show, man. Really enjoying it. But it's only two episodes in, so it's
I'm also behind on Dark Matter as well, because
I finished Dark Matter. Finished Dark Matter.
Fantastic. We'll talk about it next Sunday. So tune in next Sunday and we'll talk about Dark Matter then. I went to the movies today.
What?
I went to the movies and I went to see Inside Out 2.
Oh, nice.
Possibly the best Pixar movie ever made. Maybe, possibly. other than the Incredibles 2, or Incredibles, I should say, as well. I thought it was better than Finding Dory, and I love Finding Dory.
So you have you seen the first Inside Out?
Yeah.
All right. So is it better
I
than the
didn't want
first
to go
one?
and see it. I didn't want to go and see it. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Is it? I think it's.
I think there's a wee bit more. There's a lot more characters in it. I think there's the stakes are a little bit higher as well in this movie. Again, it just feels just a wee bit. The stakes are are higher in this movie. It feels like no character was safe in it.
Killings?
I liked it. No, not some. No, well, no, because it's you just get forgotten about, or you get sent to like the back of your. They call it the back of your mind, but basically it's like where they punt bad ideas. And there's a lot more in the human world as well in this one, which is kind of neat as well. So, and the CGI in the human world is just top notch. Actually, the CGI and there's a bit in it where, and you wouldn't get this on streaming. You see Anger's on screen for quite a long time, and I never noticed, but they're all made of dots, and the dots kind of slightly move, and it's. I was mesmerized by the dots and the movement of the characters, especially when you see them like with their hands close up. You see they're all made of like little tiny round pixels. Really clever.
See what happens when you
And
see it in the cinema.
World. I know. Well, yeah, exactly. You're not going to get that in your phone. The other one was there's a bit where Riley gets put in the sin bin for 2 minutes because she rough houses one of the other characters. It's based on it. The whole thing is based on like she goes to a hockey camp, and so she gets shoved in there, and she puts her hand down on the bench to kind of like steady herself. And you see the bench up close, and it's got all chips and dings and all that. Because it looks like a photograph. I mean, it looks blooming amazing. And like, just there's a bit where she kind of like puts her head down and her hair falls forward, and it just looks like hair.
We're talking hair.
We're talking hair physics. Looks amazing, and the story's really good as well. And the new characters are great. All the new characters that they introduce are fantastic as well. So
nice.
That's my review of Inside Out 2.
Not a Quiet Place Day 1 then?
No,
too scary
too
for
scary.
you?
Too scary for me.
That'll be one for me then.
You go watch that. You enjoy that, son. That's for you.
Aye.
Is that it? That is?
Yeah.
We're only 3 minutes over. Damn it.
Not bad, not bad.
That's not bad for us, are they? Anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to find the button. I keep.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm a brain fart.
No. I can't control the swipey uppy downy thing. I don't have my strength now. Anyway, if you like this, then don't forget to hit the like button and share on social media. It really does help the channel. Tell all your friends. Lies. That's the title of the show this week. And if you want to get time reminders of when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, the notification bell, and YouTube will deliver unto you our new episodes, which happen to be every Sunday except for when we put it on Mondays, like today. Happy Canada Day again, everyone in Canada. Hope you had a wonderful day, or you're having a wonderful day. It's only 4 o'clock there. And eat and drink and be merry and all that kind of stuff. And we will catch you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Cheers, guys.
Oh my God.